What's happening, YouTube? Welcome back to An American in Poland. I'm Kenny. Glad to have you here. So it's a little bit rainy today, and I figured why not talk about some of the best ways to save a little cash while living here in Poland. And my favorite way of saving cash here, secondhand shopping. Now, things in Poland are a little different when it comes to secondhand shops. I've been secondhand shopping throughout Europe, the United States, England, and there are some slight differences everywhere you go. But Poland is very, very unique, and I love it. So now, the first thing that you'll find that is different about secondhand shopping here in Poland is the way that they price things. Now, it varies from shop to shop, so pay attention when you go in, but typically everything here is done by weight, and the price changes day to day. And even in some shops, it can change depending on the article of clothing. So, for example, most shops will have like new stock put in 1 day a week, and that day of the week is the most expensive day. And typically you'll see a price of about 90 zloty per kilo. So what is that in dollars? Divided by 4, so it'd be what, 45? It'd be basically $22.50 a kilo. And that is the most expensive day. And this price gets lower each day of the week. Now, sometimes they'll run specials on, like, oh, well, pants are 50% off, or shoes are a set specific price. So really pay attention when you go to the secondhand stores to see how their pricing works. There used to be one secondhand store in Gniezno where their prices each day, it was really difficult to figure it out because, like, Mondays, pants were on sale and shirts were new, so they actually had a higher price, and it can get really convoluted. But for the most part, the prices are pretty stable. Now, there are secondhand shops that do price each individual item, but they're not as common. And one thing that's also very different about secondhand shops here is it's typically just clothing, clothing, bags, shoes, that kind of thing. And you don't find the household, pots and pans and electronics and stuff that you might find in, say, like Goodwill in the United States or Salvation Army. The other thing that sets itself apart from England specifically is that you never, I don't say never, but rarely do you find these shops associated with a charity. Now, there is a couple here in the Poznan area that are associated with a charity, but that's the exception. It's not the rule. Most of these secondhand shops here in Poland are private businesses. Whereas in England, the majority of secondhand shops are called charity shops because they are run by a charity. And in the United States, you kind of see a mixture, but the big ones are Salvation Army and Goodwill, which are both nonprofit charity organizations. So it's kind of different. Now, in the United States, typically everything is priced. Pants will be one price, shirts will be another price, and that might be the most general breakdown. Most charity shops, each piece is priced individually depending on condition or, some kind of a value based on its brand or whatnot. And it's the same in England as well. You don't buy by weight. Everything is priced individually. And this kind of seems to be the standard outside of Poland. Now, the weight game can get a little tricky. Especially, that you're kind of like a kid in a candy store a lot of times. There's some really great quality clothing. Everything I'm wearing today came from the secondhand shop. It's a great way to save some money. You get a lot of really nice designer clothes, and the condition is generally really good. Now, another thing that I found very unique when I first got here, which is now expanding throughout Europe, is a secondhand online community called Vinted. Now, Vinted gives you the opportunity to sell your own clothes as well as buying from others. And some of the prices are really good. Other prices are kind of eh. One thing I have noticed is women's clothing on Vinted is much more reasonably priced than men's clothing, especially when it comes to like higher end work clothing like Engelbert Strauss or Helly Hansen or stuff like that. The prices can get pretty crazy pretty fast. It does give you the opportunity to get rid of your stuff too. Granted, when you reach a certain threshold, you do have to report your taxes on the stuff that you're selling back to the government. So it can't be, or it's not supposed to be used as a business, but it's kind of a nice way to make some extra money. So one thing we're going to do is take a look at the Vinted app itself. And now the cool thing about Vinted is it does give you the opportunity to get rid of your stuff as well as buy from other people. Now you can see here, does give you a list of recommendations. You can save favorites, and then it kind of scrolls through like a general marketplace. The other thing that's really cool about this is that people are selling from throughout Europe now. You can search and save searches for specific items. You can save members if you have somebody you like buying from. And you can just search based on, kind of a general inquiry. So we're going to go through the men's, check out their stuff in here. We're going to go to the other section, and you can kind of find little bits of everything on here. It really is kind of like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or something like that, with just general junk, but it's all smaller stuff, household type things. Now, one thing that is really cool is that, for example, on this pen, he's got a price marked of 95 zloty. And you can put in a different offer. So here you'll see I have 5 offers left for today, which that means that I could send him an offer. I think it's a maximum of 40% off. And then he can respond with another counter offer, and you can do that back and forth 5 times. So the prices don't necessarily have to be what they list here. Some people do put in their product description that the price is final and they do not negotiate. So keep that in mind. But this does give you another option where you can secondhand shop from home. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Happy hunting for your secondhand treasures. I know that I enjoy going with Anya, and we enjoy doing our shopping out there. If you guys like this video, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and have notifications turned on so the next time we put out a new video, you get notified. Na razie, dzięki bardzo, and we'll see you guys soon.